Boxing Day 2016 at the fantastic Gore Hotel in Kensington. Welcome. My name is LACJ for Red5599.com. Representing here another fantastic mono promotion. We're in this bespoke room. It's a fantastic room. Very old and some new bits as well. But check it out. Check out the butterflies. Okay, and we are here with the one and only Freddie Mono. Freddie, how you doing, sir?
How you doing, CJ? How you doing?
I'm not too bad. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the person who makes this all possible. Freddie is a friend of mine and somebody who strives to do quality events. Freddie, why do you do this?
I think essentially people want something different. For example, one lady came up to me and says, look, I've got a dress in my wardrobe that I've been wanting to wear for a long time. Okay. And essentially, she says, look, the only way I can wear this dress is coming to perhaps a quality event. So in essence, that's what we provide, a quality event. I mean, we can do events where perhaps it costs £10 to get in, but we like to go to places where, at least you pay your money. When I say you pay your money, I mean, coming in here, it costs a lot of money to hire the place. And as such, you might say to me, well, are you making any money for yourself? Not necessarily, but for me, my joy is when people enjoy themselves.
Hey.
You see what I mean? And they come here, they enjoy themselves, and they go. As long as we actually not losing out, that's my joy.
Okay, because like I said, I've known you for a long time, and you always strive to do events in quality places. And sometimes some people think that you charge too much. I personally don't think you do, but sometimes people do think you charge too much. What do you say to those people who think that £30, £40 is an exorbitant amount of money?
Okay. First and foremost, I cost it out. Yes. And when you cost it out in terms of costings, you look at it and say, well, look, I can't lose. You are striving to make people come and enjoy themselves in a quality, premises like this. Yeah. So it's not like you charge £30 just because you want to make money. In fact, this exercise here now is more or less like break even, right? And really and truly, I can't be charging £10 because I'm losing. Why should I be putting an event? Go through I've got a team as well who needs to be paid, and it's only a joy. You come into it and have a good time, and as such, we'll put on that event, and we can't charge. We charge what you call, let's just say, accommodating price.
Okay. Which
reflects the cost that we're coming. We actually borrowing the cost, and when you actually break it down, everyone is going to be paid.
Hey. Well, I commend you for putting on these races because you do it every single year without fail, and it's always about quality. As you can see, we're in the Gore Hotel in Kensington. Freddie, I tell you what have you got planned for next year? Because next year is going to be a tough year for everybody, I think, for a lot of people, because we've got Brexit.
Yes, we're Brexit.
We've got Donald Trump.
Well, forget about Donald Trump because he doesn't really reflect on Europe, really. If you come to think, it's America. Let's talk about Brexit, which is very, very, reflective of what is going on in England or Britain as a whole. Yeah, and what we have to look at is venues now become very, very hard. I mean, I myself pride myself in getting quality venues. Now, what you have in now is essentially the authorities are, as a promoter, more or less blocking us to, do events. I'm not going to use any race card or anything, but believe you me, if I can't get good venues or have access to good venues, I say to myself, who can?
I hear you, buddy.
You see what I mean? I'm frustrated. I mean, I do roof gardens, for example, yes? Roof gardens themselves have been having problems in terms of the neighbors complain about noise, right? You think 2016, people will be, at least be more ease on how, people go to venues. You have a party, they come out. But neighbors have got more power.
Okay.
Complain about, people coming out of venues and making noise and whatever. So in turn, the police now, or even authorities, say, look, you got to shut down at a certain time. But we know that, people don't want to go out and come out and say at 2 o'clock and finish in time. Our people like to go out, most of the time at 12 o'clock. But perhaps we need to re-educate people. Listen, you need to come out a bit early so that perhaps, if it's finishing at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you know that you've got, at least your time, what you've paid for, is reflective of what is going down. Right? Because slowly, we can't do events in the city now.
Yeah.
Events in the city. Because you go to a venue and they give you all sorts of excuses because they don't want you to be doing this. They think it's a crime situation now. Right? And I am fighting that. It's very, very difficult. I'm fighting that situation. It's not easy. So if you get this particular venue and they put all sort of stipulations to you in terms of fees, hiring fee, and all these sort of situations, you've got to pay for it if you want quality.
And you've also got a bar spend fee as well.
That's right, yeah.
Let me ask you this question then. Do you think that it's high time we started to get our own prestige venue?
Yeah, but we all say this, right? It's high time we know. England has been saturated by old money, right? The Duke of Westminster owns most of Kensington and Chelsea. Westminster, right?
He ain't about to give it up.
You and I haven't got that sort of money to be acquiring our own premises like this.
Not in these areas.
Not in this areas, definitely not, because I know I've been within these areas in terms of the environment, yeah, and you attach yourself to people so that you can get venues, right? We can't acquire. The days when you can acquire property or premises cheap are over, unless you have attachments or born into it. It's not happening at all.
I hear you, buddy.
Believe you me, it's not happening. And it's sad. So the only way we can do it is trying to perhaps infiltrate and deal with the.
I gotta say you've really painted a bleak outlook.
It's not a bleak because I'm fighting a situation when I'm not having it, where not because I don't want to use certain words, but believe you me, I'm fighting. It's a hard struggle.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to use the word. There is a lot of racial bias within the powers that be to stop us. But what I will say is another thing that's apparent to me, not to go too deep into this part of the conversation, because it is Christmas after all, and we are here partying, is that even in areas like Hackney, there was once a very when it comes to like venues and partying and whatnot, it was a very black affair. Now it's completely turned around, and I guess we're even having problems in those areas as well.
Well, for example, this is my 4th event in this particular premises. It's changed hands. It's the new owners now. They've come in and they actually question not my integrity, but the people who are going to be coming in. And I had to more or less say to them, listen, I have got references if you want. It's not just here I've done events. They don't know about Mono. I had to say to them, listen, this is what we do. There are staff here who said, oh yes, Mono, no problem. No problem. I've come here to sign a contract, and yet they want to move goalposts. And I had to be strong and say to them, listen, this is what we're going to be doing. We're experienced enough to have our people to come and do events. We just come here to have a party, a Christmas party, and that's all. We're not coming here for any particular social violence or whatever. And you have to overcome that. And it's very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Well, I say this, Freddie. Thank you very much for talking with us. I don't really get a chance to talk to you most of the time. You're so busy running around everywhere.
It's no question about being busy. I'm always planning ahead, If I can't do an event where the venue, that's foremost, must be top quality, I'm not doing it at all. I will sit there the whole year or the next year. It has to be one of the best.
And I can tell you firsthand, I've asked this guy plenty of times to do stuff with me in not so prestigious venues, and he's turned me down flat. So he's a man of his word. Freddie Mono.
CJ, thanks.
Yes. Merry Christmas again, brother. Thanks for the interview.